We're having all the problems today. Danny's in a pod in a lounge.
Will this even be workable, what we're about to do? We don't know.
Yep.
I'm in a Delta pod in an Atlanta airport where apparently the world is making noise despite me not being able to hear it. You
It's a
have
nice sound.
your house is on fire, is my
Yeah,
understanding.
my fire alarm goes off all the time, just for anything. You make cake, the fire alarm goes off. It's a fickle little thing, and it's a
So,
horrible sound.
hey,
Yeah,
we're trying.
I gotta say, the background noise on you, that roaring you might be hearing, it's pleasant. It's what I sleep to. It's white noise.
I'm going to try to get rid of it afterwards, and if we can't, we're
Ah,
going to have to re-record this entire thing, and that's fun.
that's fun.
And there's fun. There's nothing more
Well,
fun
I'm
than
bringing
us
good energy.
than us doing.
Yeah.
Come on. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, where are you flying from? You got a crazy. You're doing some crazy travel.
Matthew, I'm flying from I did a one night gig in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Uh but before that I spent 10 days in Las Vegas.
Hate that.
10 days in Vegas. It's
Hate that.
unprecedented, that amount of time.
That's what comics do. That we spend too long in Vegas, and it's just not a place to be that long for. Sober. It's very sad when you see it in the daylight. It's a beautiful
So
place, but it's beautiful, but not the places that people go.
Vegas sober in the daylight is a harsh reality.
And it's crazy hot there, right?
It's crazy hot, but the city is built for you not to go outside.
Yes. Well, I went to a pool and I remember I put a chocolate bar in a dark chocolate, by the way, dark chocolate, which melts much slower, in my backpack in the trunk. I think it was out there for maybe 30 minutes, and it was hot cocoa.
Yeah.
My bag was fondued.
It's so easy, but that's the whole thing. It's like you go there and you say to yourself, because I knew I was going to spend 10 days in Vegas. I knew it going into this. So I said to
Mm-hmm.
myself, Danny, you're not just going to sit in the casino. You're going to go outside. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
do activities. And then you walk outside and you go, I'll sooner die than continue being out here. And then you're just in a casino or in your room all day. And
Mm-hmm.
thank God the Rio actually has really nice rooms. So it's like
Yes.
workable. But my God.
You have your
My,
car, right?
no, I had no
You
car.
flew. Wow. Okay.
Well, I
That's.
drove out there because I had to go straight from there to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm heading up to Montreal. But I was like, I couldn't get my car back home.
New Orleans to Montreal. Wait. Vegas to New Orleans. That's a fun. That's a fun group of people on that flight. I
Yeah.
assume you connected in Atlanta, or was it direct?
You better believe I connected in Atlanta.
Okay. I was gonna say what my favorite is seeing flights from places to places and seeing what the golden doodle of those two cities is.
Yes.
Of I flew Austin to Nashville once, and I'm like, oh, the overhead bins is nothing but cases,
Guitar cases
a lot of
and
hats,
I was gonna say
a lot of fancy hats,
like the nice cowboy hat
the nice
boxes
ones
where they're
in
like
the box.
where these guys are like you don't they're like talking to they're like, hey, is there a special place you can put this?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a special compartment? Just because like it's my hat, and the flight attendant's like, and they're like, you don't understand this hat, this is a hat, this
This is a
is
hat.
oh,
Yeah,
because those
wannabe rock
high
stars and Hasidic Jews. Don't touch the hat. It is my checked item.
yes, Vegas to New Orleans is a is a is a drinking group.
Yes. Yes.
That's a group that lives life to the absolute maximum because New Orleans is an insane place.
It's bad.
I don't
It's
want to
bad for
say
your liver. It's not a bad place. It's bad for it's not healthy.
no.
It's a beautiful place, historic. It's the heat and the mugginess get me. I did my half hour there. It's arts. It's cool. It's very cool. Best wedding I've ever been to was there. Mark Norman's wedding was there, and it was just the coolest wedding because it was New Orleans themed, and it took all this New Orleans stuff and made it like part of the wedding. The parades,
Oh.
this like art venue on a weeknight.
hmm
Yeah, very very cool. Right there
It,
on the around Bourbon,
hmm
cobblestone roads. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's a spectacular city. It's funny because everybody there is like, at some point we're gonna get swallowed alive by the ocean, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Also, also there was a map of the 10 highest murder rates in North America, and it was all cartel cities. It was all cities in Mexico and then New Orleans.
yep, that sounds right. Also, there's like a heavy witch element there, and like
Hmm.
vampire. They'll say that very like loosely. They'll be like, "Oh, my friends are vampires," and then
Yeah.
you have to be like, "Okay,
I had a bit about that that was like I can understand why uh, vampires love southern Louisiana because of based on the diet patterns of the people there. You'd have some very flavorful victims. Just their blood's full of crawfish whiskers and boudin cubes.
yeah,
That's the when a vampire drinks a Louisiana person, they're both passed out afterwards.
that's a great joke.
Thanks.
That's a great joke."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's one of those jokes you have in your back pocket to do as crowd work. It doesn't fit into a bit. So when
Right.
someone brings it up and you throw it into a crowd work bit, dude, that happened to me the other day. I have a joke about a German Shepherd pug. It's just in the bit, and that's how I do it. And I did, an icky thing. I said, anyone have any fun mixed breeds? Usually nothing too interesting, or I can kind of play with it a little
Yeah.
bit. And then someone said pit bull pug. And then I did the German Shepherd pug bit, which is quite a long bit, and I was like, "This feels." But I switched it to pit bull because the joke works just the same, and it felt so dirty. It did so well, and I was just like, "This is wrong.
It's wrong.
This is wrong. I don't like this."
I lied to you all. I'm lying.
I lied to all because it's particularly polished. It has like part A, part B, and then a reversal on both of those. So
Yeah.
it's like one of those jokes that takes a simple thing and looks at it from the left, the right, and above. And yeah, and then like even like the joke enters new territory. Where it's like a joke about one
Yeah.
thing, but like then it starts to enter like a personal place and a bigger. I'm making it sound like it's a better joke than it is, but I was like, I hate this feeling. And there's
Yes.
some comics who every night look for this moment, and I'd rather do the joke flat out. Now that all that said, on my special, I did the most heinous version of this, fishing for a thing, because I had a joke that was joking about
What is it?
It was
What did you do?
it was a
Which
joke
joke is
about
it?
women who wear larger than size 11.
Yes, that's right.
And if they're short, but usually I won't say, "Oh, you're a size 11," and then how tall are you? And usually they're tall. And then I can do a joke about how one time there was a short girl with size 11 feet. This one was size 12 and 5'5". So I was like, "Oh, I can do that part." And then I have a second joke about if they had a kid in their shoe size change, I can do another bit on that. This woman, her shoe size went up 3 sizes. I do the joke about it going up 1 size. And that's not even for a person who needs to be present. So it looks like the most. My director afterwards was like, "Did you plant her?" I'm like, "No, I've been doing that joke for 10 years, and I've never ever had that happen. I can't believe we got the camera of that. That's
That's beautiful. But that's real.
If you want to judge me for that, you're welcome to.
You got it. You did do it.
I did. It's like I prepared for that moment in a way, and
Yes.
I got very lucky.
Yes. Every now and then you get a real cheap one, and you're like, "That was nice. That was nice." I got off. There was one of my thousands of Vegas shows, because it truly hit a point where it's like I don't even know what's my life was before these Vegas shows. But I was one of them. One of them because I was like I was trying some newer jokes. I did it. You and I have talked about this. The Comedy Cellar in Vegas. You show up, 14 shows.
Yeah.
And you show up on day one and you go, "I want to work on stuff. I'm not going to be afraid to try things. This is a week to get better at comedy." And
Yeah,
by
less
shows,
judgment, good video,
yep. Hey,
less
let's
pressure.
go for it. And then by day,
And then by day 3, fart sounds are funny. I should do more
Yeah.
fart sounds. What's a queef? How can I make a queef sound versus a fart sound?
it's you give in so quickly to just play the hits.
Yeah. I think the word criteria is throwing them off. I think it makes me sound pretentious. I should
Yep,
not say criteria.
But this week, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I did
You
it.
worked.
I worked. I did a. I'm gonna. And I got off, and I will be posting a
Mhm.
gay pride joke in Vegas. Almost impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's pullback from a third of the crowd.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, it's like it's what we talked about this. It's the city that brings rural and suburban America all to one place because usually
Yes.
there's not clubs to serve them, but they all come to you. And we talked about this also. It's like your week in Vegas can be heavily shaped by a very one convention.
Yes.
I was there for like a concrete convention. I'm like, that's not going to be. We're not working on anything new. But if it's a tech week, I'm like, oh, I have math jokes. I have some like STEM stuff. We can lean into that, and then it's fun.
I did. Yeah, this week. I mean, the big thing in the Rio was a darts convention.
I don't know what that means comedically.
And
I think a lot of drinkers.
I found a pretty good angle. I said,
Oh, yeah?
I said the most unathletic athletes I've ever seen in my entire life, and
Even bowlers are like, I guess I'm doing well.
yeah, like they would go by and you'd be like, okay, well, but they would. I would do that joke every night, and I'd be like, so unathletic, but this muscle,
Yeah.
ripped.
Oh, really?
They're ripped right here. Yeah, 'cause that's the dart. That's the dart muscle. This
Remember
muscle.
Bullseye? Remember Bullseye from the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, played by Colin Farrell?
No,
No. Okay.
not in the slightest.
Remember how much man? Isn't it great that even great actors have so many bad films? So many.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy sometimes, an actor, when you go through their IMDb and you're like, what are 2/3 of these movies?
Yeah. And there's movies where it's like, did anyone, like there's some movies that are someone watches every day. Right now someone's watching Titanic. Right now someone's watching Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Maybe all of today we won't see that Daredevil movie. Nowhere in the world is anyone watching that movie today. I don't know if that's statistically true, but I like to think about that. Somewhere this song is probably playing. Somewhere
Yes.
this song probably won't play this whole week.
And there's a chance somewhere in the entire world, one person is watching the TV right now going, why did I put this on?
Yeah, there could be syndication. It could be on like TNT3.
Mm-hmm. TNT, forget the TNT Ocho.
TNT Ocho.
It's TNT Ocho is just all the superhero movies that failed.
TNT Affleck. It's all the Ben Affleck movies. It's only
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
It's only his.
And Casey. They'll also do Casey. They play Manchester by the Sea and Armageddon. It's really a lot of whiplash tonally.
It's, yeah, you got to hang on tight, but they are.
Yeah.
That's so funny. TNT Ocho, it's just all the. I love it being all the superhero movies that failed back to
Yeah.
back to back. Specifically, they take all the superhero ones that they're like, you forget. Like, they don't play Joker 1, but they play Joker 2.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
And you
there's so
forget that happens.
Dude, I mean, remember they made how many? There've been 3 reboots of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and all of those are on there. The thousands of X-Men. The thousands
Yes,
of
but
X-Men.
most of those are good or good enough. Spider-Man. There's good Spider. All the Spider. Oh, there's the
All
second
Spider-Mans
batch of
are good.
Spider-Mans. Okay, that's fair.
I'll give all Spider-Mans. All
That's
Spider-Man.
the opposite of ACAB.
Yes.
A-Spag. There's
Yes.
ACAB and there's A-Spag.
Yep.
Or A-Smag, sorry. What there be?
Yeah, it's like Batman's only Batman and Robin is
Yeah.
playing on TNT The Ocho. It's the only one.
Those were. Did you hear Stav defending those on a podcast recently?
No. What was his
No,
defense?
he was saying the George Clooney, who was like, it was camp. It was meant to be camp. So if you watch it through that lens, it's defensible.
The only defense I have with it, which I have said, is Batman aged with me perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It aged with me. So when Batman and Robin and Batman Forever came out, I was a kid.
Me too.
So I liked it because I was like, this is so kiddie.
I remember getting the hero. Yeah, it's for childish. I got the hero sandwich, not gyro, hero sandwich from McDonald's. Maybe it was Burger King that they did as a promotion with the Batman movie, and I remember it was delicious. It was a breaded chicken on a sub bread. Yeah,
I was in my, if you can believe this about me, obsessed with Jim Carrey phase. So,
Yeah.
if you can believe, he was a pretty big influence on me. So I loved his Riddler. I thought he was
Mm-hmm.
so funny.
Terrible Riddler. Awful.
In
That's not the
retros,
Riddler. I watched the. But here's the thing. I watched the animated series. I was wise enough to know this is not what Riddler is. Riddler is my favorite villain as someone who who forces people to solve puzzles, and can be rigid
yes,
socially.
there's
I
a
relate to him deeply.
yes, there's a version of you that literally could have become the Riddler.
Thank you.
If you'd
But
been
yeah.
if you'd been bullied a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
in high school and college and not found your passion,
Mm-hmm.
there's a world that you genuinely become a real life version of the Riddler.
I I'd like to think
People
in
tied
the
to a
multiverse.
chair. People tied to a chair with just Monday Pundays in front of them.
Yes. I did Monday Punday this week. We filmed Monday Punday this week, and it was well. I hope the footage comes out well.
Yeah,
Very
I'm sure.
excited.
Yeah.
I was Paul Dano was Riddler Jim Carrey Riddler was heinous. He should have been the Joker, and they wanted to do the Joker again. That was the whole thing. Yet Jack Nicholson Joker was not correct, but a viable interpretation.
Oh, I like
Mark
his
Hamill is the
interpretation.
Joker. Mark Hamill is the Joker, and then Cesar Romero on Adam West version. That was also
Yes.
a great Joker. That's the traditional Joker. Mark
Yes.
Hamill in the animated series, because to me the animated series, I guess it was my first exposure to Batman, but it defined so many of the characters to me. I think they did. It's like I judge everything against that. Paul Dano. It was good. It wasn't what I wanted from the Riddler. He didn't have the dignity. He was a loser, and I don't know why they did that. I know that there was this whole backlash of they made the Joker too cool
Yes.
with what's his name, Heath Ledger, and that created an incorrect idolization that I think Joker 2 actually did Joker 1 and 2 did a good job of breaking apart. This shouldn't be anyone you look up to. Riddler should have been Gus Fring, should have been Carlo Esposito.
Ooh, that's be a cool interpretation.
I think it'd be. I mean, Gus Fring is the Riddler. Like, I don't even think it would take much of a stretch from his character in Breaking Bad.
I think
It might be too similar, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Riddler having a little flair to him because Gus Fring is so.
He can be. I mean, sorry, Gus Fring. Yes, I thought you meant the actor. Yes, Gus Fring
No,
is very
the actor's incredible.
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 Speaking of great actors,
Yeah.
Sorry, changing subject. Fuck you. I didn't know who Matthew Rhys was when you brought him up last time, and then I watched the episode of Girls that he did, where he plays the famous author who's been accused of.
I've never even seen this.
Oh my God! The whole episode is just him. They do it all. The whole episode's in his apartment, and it's just him basically monologuing the entirety of the episode. She barely has anything back, and it's just him talking about what it feels like being a man accused of these things in a world where men are credibly accused of it, yet you are the rare instance of it not being accurate. And it's I mean, like, you can watch the episode by itself without ever watching the series, and you're just like, wow, this guy is an incredible actor. And then I pulled up a clip of him as George Carlin in Saturday Night. He does it really well. How? I don't know.
God. Wow, I got to see that.
Incredible.
I mean,
He's becoming like the best modern actor in my opinion. The best current actor. He's like, the range is insane.
Let me tell you, if you can do The Americans, do the Netflix show that's, I always forget, where he plays the killer, which I actually thought he was really good in. Be as
Mindhunter?
good as he is. What?
Mindhunter?
No, it was a different one. Go. But to be as good as he is at drama and acting, and have me obviously going, he's so good. And then out of nowhere, give the best comedic performance I've seen in years.
Yeah.
You have
I don't agree
over.
yet. I've only watched one episode, but he's doing a great job.
Folks, you gotta watch Widow's Bay. It is one of the best shows I've seen in so long. So funny and
It's very dry funny. Now, people listen to this. It's dry.
Wait till you get later.
Okay.
He does some slapstick comedy.
Mm-hmm.
The man who in The Americans plays one of the most stone-faced killers you'll ever see turns it around and plays slapstick comedy. It's
He
breathtaking
also does
stuff.
a biopic level George Carlin.
Oh, I got to see that. Now I'm like so excited. I'm so excited that Matthew Rhys is having his glow up. I hope he's a good person because
Me too.
God, do I hope.
Oh yeah. What I wonder is, I think about this with a lot of people. Is he? We'll never know the answer either. Is he hung up on not having been a name and a movie star, or is he like? Is this what he wanted for himself, and he could have pursued the bigger money, bigger fame? Because I'm sure financially he's doing great.
The Americans.
I'm
was
sure he
massive.
has multiple houses. Yes,
The
I'm
Americans
sure,
was massive.
I'm sure money isn't a big concern in his life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Maybe he didn't want fame, and I think he's probably a better actor for the path he's taken.
Yes.
You know, if you just do movie after movie, you don't get the reps of being on a TV show, and he gets to go scoot into a local theater thing, not local theater, but he can do a play or a musical in New York or London and get some reps in, fall in love with the craft again, and he has the time to do that. Unlike a lot of actors, a lot of big movie stars. I'm trying to see what's his name, Christopher Abbott in Death of a Salesman.
Ooh.
He's a great actor. I really like him. He's Charlie from Girls, and he plays 3 distinct characters over the course of the series to me, which I find very impressive. Do you think Matthew Rhys is like happy with everything? He's like, this is exactly what I always dreamed of.
I hope so. I hope so because to me, I go, how else do you define a career besides being the star of a truly great drama, where I want to say he won awards for it, like, which I think is all you can hope for, right? Is to be the star of one of the good shows, which is so rare. There's so few good shows. He was the star of one of the good shows. Then, doesn't need to work, has a successful career, does some good stuff. Like, we're naming all these things he's done. In the between Americans and Widow's Bay, we were just naming all these things that he was in. And then gets himself into a comedy, which I have to imagine was like clearly something he had taken seriously. Like, clearly he has done comedy, goes, I'm going to do a comedy, and then does like one that is the most critically acclaimed in so long. Has to feel like a massive win.
Has to feel good.
But
he can go to his coffee shop.
But he can go to his coffee shop.
Yeah.
And that's so cool to me.
And doesn't have to do or he doesn't have to do publicity stunts and press tours.
And listen, I'll take anything. My career, God knows where it ends up. Same with yours. But you and I have the same thing where people that approach us on the street are cool.
And like what we do. Otherwise, they wouldn't have stopped. Because I do that to people. I'll go, you! And then I realize I don't actually like or know anything they do. I'm just like, I know you. Goodbye.
I feel like we are in a distinct world of fans where it's like Crazy X fans are awesome.
Yeah.
They're just cool people. And then like people who know my stand-up, obviously, I think like they didn't go with, they're not, you have to want it to be a fan of Danny. It's just cool.
An alarm?
Right? Did you hear that?
Yeah. This is crazy, Danny. I'm going to narrate this. Danny's in a pod in a lounge, and there's was clearly an alarm. This is an emergency.
This is an
Are
emergency.
people clearing out?
This is an emergency in an airport. So
you got to run.
Well, nobody's moving.
Right.
So,
Right.
So
I mean, I had an alarm. You had an alarm. This is a disastrous day.
This is a horrible podcast.
That white noise in the background is now the least of our worries.
But it's so funny because I'm just going off of everyone, and I'm looking out here, and everyone's just like.
Speaking of, okay, can I go back to what we're talking about?
We can, and then we should end this because I do think at some point I might have to leave. But literally nobody's moving, so I'm going
Oh,
to
then
continue.
I don't want to start this then.
No, no,
'Cause
do it, do
this-
it, do it.
okay, okay. I got talking about like money and fame and success. I got a comment online. I posted one. I made a new math video. It's my second one ever. I worked very hard on it, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I posted it online, and I got my face is in it. So I posted it in math forums, and some people recognized me. And one person posted a really nice comment. It was like, "Hey, I already like your stand up, and this is really cool. You also make math videos. I'm sure there's not like a huge audience for this type of stuff, and I know you probably don't make like a ton of money, but I'm glad. Just know that you have fans, even if it's not like the most financially viable path for you." I was like, why did you have to insult my finances? Basically, they're saying what I'm doing is too niche to ever be like lucrative.
This is
And I was
this,
like, they mean well. I'm like, I'm doing okay. Like,
someone posted the other day because I've been posting more. Someone posted on a video and they were like, "Hey man, I'm so excited you're making videos. I forgot you existed for like years." And I was like, just reading that, being like, you could have just said you liked the video.
yeah,
You're allowed to.
I've had that by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that where like I haven't seen this. I posted videos and I was like, I haven't seen you since 2016. You did that Conan set. I'm like, I've been posting the whole time, man.
Whole time.
I've been
Whole
posting
time.
nonstop.
Can't tell you how many times I posted and begged you to find me.
Yes. Well, my math video. You didn't watch it? You didn't.
I started watching it, got angry, but it's not
Yes,
for me.
fair.
It's
not
for
for
me.
you. This one, the last one was like really meant to be accessible to everyone. This is immediately you need to know a bit.
Yeah, no,
Um,
you started going X and Y's, and I said, see ya. See you on the other
Yeah,
side,
that's
my
fair.
friend.
That's fair. Derivatives are a hard thing to explain in a 70-second video. But I want to shout out what I think is one of the coolest things going on in the edutainment world. It's a guy. There's a channel called 3 Blue 1 Brown. It started with Grant Sanderson. Grant Sanderson, it was a math major. He was hired by Khan Academy to make, I believe, to work on their multivariable calculus lessons. Do you know Khan Academy? Khan Academy was like the first and like the best online math classes. This guy named Khan, I forget his first name.
What are the odds I know that?
Everyone does, though, because anyone who needs to learn anything, just go learn it on Khan Academy. Physics, chemistry, math, just really good lessons, all for free. And he's become somewhat of a cultural figure because of this, open access to what was otherwise hard to reach educational tools. So Grant Sanderson was hired to do the multivariable calculus lessons. And this is a subject that's very, very beautiful. It's one of my favorite subjects in math, but it requires you to visualize a lot of stuff. Lots of colored 3D images moving with time, and he felt the visuals were lacking. So he started coding visuals for Khan Academy, and from that he decided he should make his own videos. And he released a channel called 3 Blue 1 Brown where he would take a more visual dive into problems a lot of mathematicians come across in hopes that they would gain much more intuition via the visual than they had with just working through the problems and the algebra of it. It was a pretty big hit right away and has grown to tremendous levels. Every video gets millions of views. He'll post a 30-minute video or a series of 30-minute videos on just one subject, one interesting problem, but illuminate so many things you thought you knew and connect so many seemingly disparate branches of mathematics all in one fell swoop. And it reached this point where other math creators like him were just like, we don't know how he's so good. None of us can do what he does. He's kind of the best. And in all of this, you might expect someone in this position to start clamping down and trying to grow their brand and expanding, hiring people. No, he didn't increase his frequency. His rule is, when I have something worth sharing, I will work hard and share it. But I'm not holding myself to any schedule. I will just make good videos that reach the bar of what I'm trying to do. So he never spammed it. And then he had created a library, almost a language, for his visuals called Manum, which is a Python library, and said, here, everyone, use it. Because so many people would say, I would love for you to do a video about this. He goes, I'm not going to, but you can make it. and he put out his language for free. And then he got so many people sending their videos to him. He goes, well, I want you to submit your best video, and I will highlight some of those. And now he does this every summer, giving awards to people who make videos in his style using his programming language. He embraces people trying to copy them. He encourages it because all of this results in more sharing of mathematics and more understanding of mathematics.
I want you to understand this. I'm happy for this man. When the crowd work of math shows up,
It exists.
I hope he's ready. Because when he, like, I hear you saying, and he doesn't post until he needs to post, and I go, haha, you wait. The crowd work of maths is coming for you, my friend.
No. The selection of the audience is already so high. You just don't bring in an audience. This is the exception. Mathematics is an exception to science. It's not science because there's no math misinformation. There can't be. It's very hard to create convincing non-true math.
Oh, I'll find a way.
Okay.
Oh, I'll find a way.
It falls apart under its own axioms.
2 times 8 equals 15. Prove me wrong.
I can. Very easily. But I think it's a bright spot in an otherwise apocalyptic landscape of creators and content of here's someone who's doing it well for the betterment of humanity, and rather than trying to monopolize, he tries to spread the wealth.
No, it's beautiful. It's like truly, it like makes me, I love your passion for the math world, and I love how the math world, it seemingly doesn't disappoint you in the way so many other places like so many things have been watered down by the internet, right? Politics is something I'm very passionate about. I don't even like paying attention anymore because it's just become so angry and depressing. Comedy is its own battles. Sports has become a battlefield over such dumb issues, things I love. Professional wrestling has become so toxic because of that, and the people who own the biggest wrestling company are so focused on a bottom line now that it's become very difficult and challenging for me even to like the product of a thing that I love. And I say all that to say it is so cool when you talk about math, and I go, there's still such a core like purity to it, and there's clearly so many people at the top of it who are going, no, we're going to protect this.
I wouldn't even say there's people at the top protecting it. I think that's a mechanism built into it. I think there's no way to make math exciting if it's not exciting to you. There's ways to make really substantial and wonderful subjects dumbed down and watered down and full of artificial sweeteners. But there's a History Channel right now that's really, really problematic. It's this guy who's going in, and he's a very smart guy, and he's misleading people tremendously.
Yeah.
And it's very appealing if you don't know much history and can't suss out a charlatan.
I mean, listen, it's so true, and it's true of so many things. That's what makes me like. I'm so excited for. I just hear there's a version of math. I promise you, there's a version of bullshit.
Oh yes, there is a guy. There is a guy who everyone hates.
Yes.
And his name is unfortunate because his name is the Black Chemist. And he comes on with the worst takes. He had a take yesterday. It was like multivariable calculus isn't even calculus. This is a bullshit class. And it's like, what are you talking about?
See? But I love that you guys are fighting it. And I'm hopeful
no one takes
for
it seriously.
I'm hopeful for the things I love. You know, it's like, it makes me hopeful to be like, I hope at some point, I do think it's going to happen, comedy fans start being like, we want, even if it's not what you and I do, like just quality. We want comics. Broadly,
no, that will never happen. It will never be the good thing will never be broadly heralded. It will still be within probably niche communities in which the quote unquote best stuff, however you most inventive, most bold, most.
I just want people to like comedy they can quote. That's my dream.
Oh, this is an addendum I want to make. We've talked a lot of shit about crowd work, and I know in a previous episode I called it like watching a mime talk. That's not exactly fair. I have a better comparison. The NBA dunk contest, those are all people who play in the NBA. And then we get to watch them dunk. If it was someone who just dunked and never played professional basketball, it would be far less interesting to see them in the contest. Knowing what they are otherwise capable of, it is fun to see them do just this one element of a vast toolbox. Right?
Yes.
We get to see them in isolation do this one thing very well, which would normally be part of the whole game. If you are really, really, really good at dunking, I might watch you do just that. But I'm here to watch people who play complete basketball do one thing in isolation and one time a year.
Yes. Yes, Matthew. Yes. And there's a guy whose name I'm looking up because I can't find it.
Ian Bagg. Yeah, Ian Bagg. He's really good at crowd work and doesn't do material, and he's like a really good comic. Is that what you're talking about?
No. No. I'm looking up because how true your analogy is. There's a guy who's won the NBA dunk contest the past couple of years, or at least a couple years in a row, who really doesn't play in the NBA. He plays on a G League team, but they bring him up just for the dunk contest. And he wins, but everybody's like, it's kind of ruining the dunk contest. So everybody's like, this isn't what the dunk contest is about.
Yeah.
The dunk contest is about watching our favorite players do the thing that we don't see them get to do, right? We see them dunk all the time. We don't get to see them like truly sit in a room and go, what's a creative dunk? And it's a great analogy, and it's something that ruined the dunk contest. The dunk contest has been ruined because, in my opinion, now you have these specialty guys who are really just there to potentially win a dunk contest. And it's
now that one guy isn't dominating and removing ticket sales from real basketball players, but
sure, that's the one. But what's the name of the guy who keeps winning? Mac McClung.
Cool.
Is his name. And he won, I believe, 3 years in a row. And he doesn't really play in the NBA, ever.
Mm-hmm.
He just comes up to win a dunk contest, and I'm like, this is wrong. This is bad. Matthew, where can people find you?
Where can people find me? They can find me just everywhere. I am moving Pittsburgh. Sorry, everybody, if you bought tickets to Pittsburgh.
No.
I'm going to Singapore.
What? Why?
I'm going to Singapore for a private event.
Oh,
let's go. Let's go.
I don't even need to hear anymore to know that that's going to be a good go.
It might actually be a good show. It's not it's different. It might be fun. Phoenix, New Orleans, Mississippi, Tyler, Texas, Montana, Charleston, Chicago area, Morehead City, Portland, Atlanta, Detroit, Dallas, Fort Lauderdale, Denver. And that's this year. Next year, so much more. Broussard.live.
Montreal this week. San Francisco coming up. Miami soon to be added. St. Louis soon to be added. And then from there, just go to my punch up for the love of God. And look out for some new clips I'm going to put up. I got some new stuff that's just going to go up. I'm not even filming it specially.
Like it, and then here's guys, you can repost on Instagram, and that's really nice for us. Repost on Instagram. It means the world to us.
Means the world. Can't stress it enough. All right. Goodbye.